Hey Scooby, if there's anyone left here, people everywhere I go, and every website I go to are asking me if I'm okay and if I'm dead yet. I keep telling them the same thing, man. I had to feed my cat. I can't just not feed my cat. It's an obligation that I have. So he had to get fed. And I'm okay. Everything is fine, man. Thank you for your concern. I'm not dead. I'm not sick. I'm just being me. It's what I gotta do. Peace. I got really bad on this 8 ball, and you can actually see what I did wrong. It pretty much hit it too hard, and I didn't draw it back a little bit. So I left myself a bank. And if anyone out there ever tells you there's a mathematical formula for bank shots, I can tell you right now they're filled with malarkey. Every single table bank's different. Every single rail on every table bank's different. It's more about instinct than anything else, and just playing an incredible amount of pool to the point where you can see if your aim is off on that table, on that bank, on that day. And yeah, I mean, you can sit there and run mathematical formulas in your head all day, but there's no scientific way to calculate a bank because, again, every table is different. So let's go back to the start of this game and see exactly what happened and why I decided to shoot this bank this way on this day. Very controlled break, or although I didn't want to come anywhere near that side pocket, it's almost scratched. Balls are spread good, and this should be a pretty much not no rack is simple, but it should be easier than a lot of racks. And I've been breaking like that a lot lately because, well, for a lot of reasons, and I'll get into it. And one of them is that big knot on the back of my shoulder. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Right there, you can see it right there on the right side of my back. Now, that's from power breaking. Yeah, that's from power breaking every day of my life for years and years and years. And I want to see if that goes down. And number two, it's paying off. It's working. I'm getting a shot on the one, and I'm opening up more racks than I used to. Here's where I screw up. Here's where the intro example comes in. And yeah, I really shot that bad, and I need to go back over it and practice it. Not the bank. The bank was great. It's just getting on that eight. That was a terrible shot. And I know better than that. I just kind of, you know, I had a senior moment. Pretty much straight in. It was straight in. Yeah, let's get on to the next one. We got a lot of games to cover here. A lot of myth busting going on in this video. Yeah, it's not a 2-pack, unfortunately. I ran a 4-pack about 2 weeks ago on a bar table, but it's not on film. I was feeling really good one night, and I think I ran a couple of 3-packs and a whole bunch of 2-packs. That wasn't the best way to get on that ball, but I didn't have the bottom right hand corner pocket. Another bank. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do, Steve. I like how I moved the 8 ball closer to the pocket here because it's gonna make the rest of the rack a little. It's gonna make finishing the rack a little bit easier than it normally would be. And I still got it right on the 6 ball, but it's shot bottom right. shot it a little too hard again and put a little too much English on it, and now I'm on top of a 7 ball, and you can't do anything with it. I'm not playing safe. I went for it, and I just dogged it really badly and left my opponent wide open, and that's the way it goes sometimes. Let's get on to the next one. What's the myth we're busting on this one? I guess people think that there's only one way everybody should play pool, like we're all a bunch of robots. And a lot of times, in fact, most of the time, you should do whatever you're comfortable doing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's good and bad ways to do stuff, but we're not all the same. All of us have a little bit of a different game where we can say, okay, well, Federer would do that, but I wouldn't do that. Because I'm not comfortable with that way. And Federer is. Here's another myth. Federer Gorst is not American. He's Russian. And that's why they won't give him the American flag on it, when you're watching some pool tournament or something. He just has, everybody has a flag, but Federer has no flag because they don't want to put the American flag next to Federer. And I can assure you, after living in this country for 61 years, that Federer Gorst is more American than most Americans. How's that? Okay, end of it. It was a long stroke and a straight-in step shot. And how much? I got too much of an angle. I shouldn't have stopped that. Now I got to get on the 8, which is on the rail in case you missed it there. But that was pretty nifty too, right? It's no big deal. All I got to do is hit it light. No, I hit it hard again. Too hard, John. So now, here's the big question. Do I bank this or do I cut it in the side? And I'm going to think about it. I'm taking a good look at it. And probably, yeah, I know I was going to get back up. I wasn't settled on what the hell I'm doing. So I'm shooting it in the side. I'm cutting it. And there you go, Scooby. That's a tough little shot there. But I shouldn't have been in that position, so that's the lesson on that one. Let's get to the next one. Alright, let's see if I stick with that slow, controlled break. And I'm going to, because I'm breaking with the cue I play with. Yeah, and it worked out. I'd like to be around the middle of the table because the percentages of having a shot on the 1 are greater when you do that. I don't want to make the 1 ball on the break. Quick cut. Looks good. All the balls are on the left side of the tables, making things a little bit complicated. I think I'm going to have to play the billiard off the 3 ball. And again, I mean, I could bank this 3 ball, but then I still have to get back on the 5. And that's what I was looking at right there. I don't remember it. I think I'm playing the billiard. The key to that shot is to keep control of the 3 ball. So many people hit that too hard and they cut the initial ball loose, and now they don't have a shot on it. Well, that looked like I was drawing that back, but I played to hit that 8 ball because I knew it would be in the right spot. The only problem with this shot is the rake, and I'm really not good with the rake. The thing irks me. Getting from the 8 to the 9, you can go under this and play it safe, or you can go on top of it on the other side. I like to go under it, and it's a touchy shot because it's a full hit, and you're going 2 rails on it, and that was pretty much the way to do it right there. Alright, let's see what I do on the break. It's all about keeping a cue ball in the center of the table on my break, on my style of play here. And it's close enough. I can't tell. Okay. Alright, I just had to get the center of the table to get right on the 2. I'm drawing this to the right hand round and back out for center table. For the 3 ball, I'm a little on the left side of it, so I'll just go down table and use the top rail to bounce off of. And for some reason, I put right hand English on that when I didn't have to. But you can tell because of the wrist movement on that shot that I'm feeling good. I'm just getting a little too cocky and just got to keep myself in check. Yeah, I should have got on the right hand side of this 7 ball, but I can just push it to the rail and spin it with a little bit of right hand English, and I should be there. It was it's about as close to perfect as John gets. But the key factor is that I'm feeling good. I can tell by my rhythm, my wrist movement, and usually I'll keep the chalk in my hand in my bridge. I won't even put it on the table because it eliminates a pre-shot step. Let's get on to the last one. Now, Whitey got banged around a little bit, but if I can get through this 1 ball, I mean, look at the spread. You can't ask for more than this. And I guess the ultimate myth is that I'm dead. I don't think I'll ever die, as crazy as that might sound. I just kind of, need to get away from stress every now and then. The women in my life hated it, all of them. But, I am who I am, and I come from wherever the hell I come from, and that was my dad and mom. And it's just the way it is. Usually I wind up right back where I started, but I always feel better when I get back. People got to do what they have to do, and that was another almost perfect run out, but I kind of got on the rail on the 9 ball like a dummy. But it's all good. Everything's good. I hope you're doing good too. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully some of my subscribers are still with me. And to all the new people, don't forget to join, man. Come on in. The waters are warm.